Good evening, welcome to the Professor Dor Show. Hope your day is okay, wherever you're watching me from. Here is nearly 5 p.m. Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya. Hope everything has gone well for you. So today I want to talk about skills for the youth. These days, many young men have degrees. They go to university, and then they get papers, certificates, or even college. But now let's assume a student, a young man or woman has a degree in accounting or commerce. It's good, but because of the technological changes, advancement, their degrees is irrelevant. These days when you go to banking, everything is automated. Everything is using new technology. So you ask yourself, how will this young man get a job? Or on the other side, you get a young person who has done a Bachelor of Arts in Geography or a B.Ed in one of these subjects, sociology. The world has changed. All these things someone can get online. They can use GPS to know the world. They can Google. So what the young man needs to do is technology or skills development. Our young man needs skills for the youth. Here I'm talking about things like plumbing, things like tailoring, things like, it's called what? Being a chef. See, like now, take this situation whereby you know how to make cakes, or you know how to cook good food, culinary skills. You can even sell cakes to people. You can bake cakes for birthday parties and charge them, and you'll have money. As opposed to a young man who is looking for a job, is walking around with his certificate, degree. That's why I'm saying skills for the youth. Because when you have skill, you can be able to move to the next level. If you have a skill, like these days, many young men just sit around waiting to get jobs, do manual work, which is not bad. But those manual work, how much can they pay you? Maybe you get $2 or $5 in Kenyan. You get $5, that is like $7.50 per day, and that work is not guaranteed. But if you know masonry, electrician, you know tiling of the house, you know baking cake, you can be a chef. This can take you to the next level. That's why we are saying skills for the youth. So we find that this youth of today want to get degrees. But if your degree is not in an area, let's say medicine, is not in an area, or let's say actuarial science, where there's a high demand for such skilled people in those areas, then you have a problem. That's why I'm saying skills for the youth. If you know a skill, like they have said, you can do plumbing, you can bake cakes, you learn money. Imagine someone has a party, you bake for them cakes, you cook food you do catering, outside catering, you can employ people. Because the catering sector in Kenya is very big. You have weddings, you have parties, people want cakes, people want food, people want to eat outside. So that's what I'm saying. Skills for the youth. If you're a young man or woman, you must learn a skill. And you can start by working under someone. You go and learn a skill, and you work under a person. You see, those days of just having certificates is over. There are no jobs. The jobs that cannot be replaced by computers is maybe knowing how to being a chef, masonry, tiling of houses, plumbing. Those are some of the skills I think off my head that cannot be replaced by computers or machines. And even tailoring. Because people who do tailoring, imagine someone brings you a material and you make any clothes that you want. Saying skills for the youth is very important. So a man has to know, or lady has to know how to develop a skill. Assuming you are doing, I say, tailoring, you learn money and you get more clients for your business, as opposed to an office job where you're not guaranteed its future. Because if you're in an office job, you can be fired anytime. Someone said if you're working, you're one paycheck away from poverty. Because that person who's employed, you can say to fire you today. But let's say assume you have a skill that I'm insisting. You know how to even make shoes. You can make shoes, handmade shoes. You're a shoemaker. You can make a shoes and sell it for $100, 15,000 Kenya shillings, or even $50. You sell those 100 units in a year. That's a lot of money, as opposed to people who just sit around and wait for jobs. Because these days jobs are not there. And even the ones who have jobs that don't have job security, you can be retrenched anytime. Your job can end anytime. So if I was a young man and woman watching me now, learn a skill. This skill of vlogging is a skill. Putting content on YouTube can earn you money if you're clever. You need to do content that people want, content that is relevant, motivational, educational, entertaining, awareness. That is the skill that is needed in vlogging. Or even cooking, culinary skills. I still insist. Cook good cuisine, traditional dishes, and people will watch and pay you, or send you money. YouTube will pay you. That's what I'm saying. Skills for the youth. The 20th century or 21st century is the century for skills. Days of office jobs are over because jobs are being replaced by machines, technology. So if you're a young man and woman and you know a skill, you'll ensure that you are safe. You have job security. You can depend on yourself. You can even employ other people. Someone starts a bakery, within 2 years has employed even 5 or 10 workers as he continues. So it starts a culinary skills, does it's called what? Catering services, employs cooks, drivers, using security. That's what I'm saying. Skills for the youth. A youth must learn a skill that will take them to the next level. Like this vlogging is a skill, cooking is a skill, being a chef is a skill. So if you're listening to me, learn a skill that will take you to the next level. That's why I'm saying skills for the youth. This is the Professor Dor Show. If you like what I've said, please send something on the mobile number written down there. +254 769 729 327. I repeat again. +254 769 729 327. And as I always say, Gwaheri ya kuona Gwaheri.